What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm out here and I'm about ready to fly the Panther, which you guys probably got to be sick of seeing by now, but it's just a fun plane that I can fly in the wintertime without having to deal with any unexpected accidents. So I did fly the P-47, the FMS P-47, but once again the camera wasn't rolling, and I actually, on the landing, it scooted across the ice, would not stop, and went right between those posts. The wings just barely made it through, but the tail came up and it busted the tail, so I got to fix the tail on it. It's not that bad. It actually, that's all the damage that it took, was just that tail. I'll show you that I'll show that to you guys when I get home. But bros, the flight of that thing was amazing. I finally had the perfect battery for it, and I'm gonna tell you something right now, guys. If you're looking for a P-47 that flies with some weight and some authority, that FMS 1500mm P-47 6S, that is a great flying plane. It was absolutely beautiful. It was just the way it was flying was just absolutely amazing. It's like so carefree. But as you can see here, the conditions are not, very good. So I was actually kind of ignorant for taking that plane up in these conditions and flying it with this field being in the condition that it's in, because the plane came down just fine. It just wouldn't stop. It slid from there all the way out up there. No matter what I did, guys, it wouldn't stop. And I'm lucky it wasn't more damage than what it is. But I'm going to show you that when I get home. I'm going to go ahead and pause this up, and we're going to get this Panther in the air. Sorry, guys, I know, another Panther flight. I'm actually fixing the MiG and the Sabre right now so we can get those back out here to start flying them again. But for right now, it's my upgraded Freewing 64mm F9F Panther with an upgraded ESC in it and running it on a 45C battery, 2200. We'll be right back. All right, guys, hopefully we get this. Hopefully we can get a good hand launch out of this too. Yeah, that was sad watching the tail come off of that P-47, man. Alright guys, that's it. I'm bummed out because I crashed my plane. Another successful Panther flight. You know, I wasn't even feeling that. That actually wasn't even a really good flight. I think I'm just so upset about the P-47, and then not getting it on film on top of that. I think it's just a bummer. It really is. So that was actually kind of just a really shitty Panther flight because I'm just not feeling it, guys. Just not feeling it. I was all pumped when I got out here. I'm like, yeah, flying the P-47, and no, just not having it, guys. Not having a good day. Anyways, all right, we're still recording. All right, guys. Well, this is Dave, Dave's RC, and I am a disgruntled Dave right now. But say goodbye. This isn't going to be here very much longer. This field is going to be nice and clean, and the grass is going to be growing, and it's going to be absolutely perfect for these planes that I have. And yeah, guys, sorry it wasn't a better Panther flight. Sorry I didn't get the P-47 in there. Just one of them days. Just one of them days, man. Probably should have just kept the planes inside. Yeah, last thing. Give me 1 second to think here. Yes, Joseph. So, the 1st. I know I said I was going to send it out the 1st of this month, but we had some stuff come up, and I had to push it to this month, this coming up month. So, sorry for that. I apologize. It will get sent out to you. And then also I dug out I got one fuselage dug out, and I got the other one out from underneath my bed for the Dynam 262 and the Freewing 262. I'm going to send those fuselages out to you as well. Those will be coming separately. Your package will be coming straight from Motion RC or F-35, if that's what you still want. And your the 262s will be coming from me from here. So yeah, guys, that's it. Joseph, you know, thank you for being patient. I know also the first contest winner there, he was also pretty darn patient too, and I got him his plane a little later than I thought I could. So just hang in there, guys. Once again, I'm Dave. This is Dave's RC, and I'm out of here. Later, guys. All right, so this is what we have. A little crunch here. But this is the bad part. Right here. The tail broke completely off. But good thing about it is it's sitting on there straight. It actually is straight up and down. It's just a clean break. You know what I mean? That's what you get with these Motion RC FMS EPO foam planes. You know, it's just a nice clean break, easily glued back together. And like I said, that's the only damage it took. It just, you know, it scooted right underneath that bar. You know, if that fence wasn't there, it would have stopped. It wouldn't have broke. But you know, it's like there's a magnet on that fence, and it literally just pulls my planes to it. The Tempest has crashed into that thing twice. The P-47 has crashed into it once. The little miniature Freewing 64 mil Saber has hit that post. The MiG has hit the posts. So, you know, 20% of my planes have actually hit that Jersey barrier type deal. I wish it wasn't there. I wish when they designed that park that they didn't put that there. But it's there, and that's the way it is. That's what we're... another thing that I was just thinking about was a total rookie mistake. I was trying to land downwind. Didn't realize it until I thought about it more in my head, but I took off in a direction which was opposite from the way that I landed. So I should have been landing the way that I took off, and I didn't. So I had the wind to my back, not a lot of wind, but it was enough to make it so that the plane wouldn't stop when it touched down. So fortunately, that's all it was. That's all that happened. Nothing else happened to it. Just this clean snap on the tail. I'm gonna throw some carbon fiber rods in it, and I'm gonna glue it back together with some good epoxy, and it'll become the strongest piece of the plane after it's done. But yeah, guys, that was it. I didn't even have to trim it when I put it up in the air. It was like pretty much already trimmed. I could have used a little bit of up down elevator. That's just the way I like to fly my planes. I like to let off the stick and it kind of goes down a little bit. It kind of noses down a little bit and it starts to decline. I like to fly that way better than having it, you know, like it's on rails. I don't know why. I think it's mostly for the landings because your approaches, it's automatically, you're already going to be coming in at an angle like that if you have a little bit of down elevator input it into your radio and into the plane. So this flight, I believe it was just nice and straight. Didn't have, you know, a lot of down elevator. It was just flying nice and trim and nice and straight. I didn't even have to touch the trim buttons at all. It flew great with the flaps. Like I said, I'm sorry we didn't get a video. It was my bad, completely my bad. I had 2 cameras with me and I was just pretty nervous about flying it and didn't really think to start the camera or have my wife start the camera or start filming. So my fault, my bad. We didn't even break the prop. I mean, just super tough plane. If like I said, if that fence wasn't there, they wouldn't have taken no damage. It would have stopped out in the middle of the parking lot there. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for now. I'm gonna fix. Yeah, it is fixable. I'm gonna fix it, and we're gonna get her back out, and we're gonna fly her again, because the only way that you can get good at flying a plane is to fly it over and over and over again. My problem is I should have started with prop planes, and I didn't. I started with jets, a couple 50mm Banana Hobby jets, and
Remember the first time you ever flew a plane?
Yeah, first time I ever flew one, I had a 50mm Banana Hobby Raptor, and
also there was a lot of other kids yelling.
And there was a bunch of kids yelling there, but I still didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I mean, it was good. It was flying, and then all of a sudden, I thought left would turn it left and right would turn it right on the sticks. Boy, was I wrong. All it did was sit there and barrel roll, and then it boom, smashed right into the ground. Totally destroyed it. Put it back together like 5 or 6 times. Still couldn't fly it. Then I started flying the 50mm Sky Angel MiG, and that's when I really started learning how to fly on that thing. So that was my big problem, or big like issue, was that I should have started with prop planes, with like some type of a high wing trainer, biplane, something like that. And I didn't. I started with jets. So going from jets to prop planes, the landings are different. And those of you guys that know how to fly and have flown before, you guys know what I'm talking about. Prop planes seem to just float in. Like, it almost seems like they don't even want to come down. You almost have to stall them for them to come down. Jets, on the other hand, you point that nose down, you cut the throttle, and then you just ease her on in. And not to mention, this is a big bird too, so not only is it the first big prop plane that I've ever flown, but it's very floaty. And if you guys have a big plane like this, you know what I'm talking about. A big foam plane like this, it's very floaty. Like, I almost had this thing just like barely moving at all with the flaps, full flaps, and it was just like hovering almost. But yeah, guys, that's it. Crashed it. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna put her back in, put her back up in the air in a couple of days. Hopefully that ice will be gone off of that field pretty soon, and I'll have the whole field to play around with rather than having only certain sections in which I can land on. The field might look big, but it's actually not very big. Most of the flying takes place over the wood line across the street and down in the ravine on the left side. That's where most of the flying takes place. It's not actually over the field itself. Anyways, guys, that's it. This is kind of a long video to show you that I broke my plane, and no video of it. I would have liked to have gotten a video of that because that would have been pretty good content. Crashing the P-47, not an epic fail, but just pretty much, even if this thing had brakes, I still wouldn't have been able to stop it before it got to those that fence. Anyways, guys, that's it. I'm gonna merge these videos together and I'm gonna put up one big video, and that's it. I'm out for the night. It's Dave's RC. Later, guys.